What's up, bosses? Thanks for ringing in July with all of us here at the Truck Boss Show. Just like a firecracker, we're ready to go off. In today's show, you can expect several things, including a chance to nominate a road warrior for a big honor, cranked up tunes with several musicians, details from a new study on nuclear verdicts, and we're talking taxes, specifically when they're due. But first, let's check in with some of Truck Boss Show's favorite people in this month's special 4th of July edition of Stack Hack. Light that fuse, Dinky.
Top of the top, off your back and on your feet. It's Independence Day, ain't no time to sleep. It's your boy Big Man from Bonafide. I'm here with Truck Boss Show, man. Just want to wish everybody a prosperous and happy Independence Day. I know, some people gonna get down on me for, celebrating the Independence Day or whatever. But listen, man, the fact remains that through the United States of America gaining their independence, it made way for me and my people to have our independence. Now, we still have a long way to go on the road to freedom, but we cannot overlook the fact that we have come so far from where we began. The shot heard around the world. Who was that? Christmas addicts? Black men. So I have a reason to be proud of my country and our military. Guess what? Blacks have fought in every war in this country since the American Revolution. We are the most patriotic people in this country. Call us, we coming. So for that reason, because my mother was an Air Force veteran, for that reason, because I have so many friends that have lost their lives in defense of this country, for that reason, I am grateful to be able to celebrate this July 4th. You guys have a good day, man, and shoot them fireworks off for me. Pew, pew. That's the way of life. You already know. Peace. It's Big Man for Bonafide.
Hi, everybody. Happy 4th of July. I'm Brian Scoop Brase, and I'm a truck driver in the entertainment industry, concerts and all that fun stuff. I just wanted to come on and say today that I am thankful for the rights that I get to enjoy, especially on this day, from the men and women that have served our country, fought and died for this great nation of ours. I'm super thankful for our First Amendment rights, and those of you out there doing what you got to do to protect your First Amendment rights and express them. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you all. God bless America.
Here at Evans Detailing and Polishing, we're grateful for a busy shop and truckers that are keeping the world moving during this crazy time we're living in with this pandemic. Thank you, guys.
Thanks to all of our friends for those awesome videos. Be sure to hit that follow and subscribe button so you never miss out on our monthly Stack Hacks. Now let's join Isela, who is probably rocking out right about now.
Hold on, sorry, my bad, thanks Carlin. Yes, and speaking of music, and like many of you, it's something I have to listen to every day to function. It helps me concentrate, sleep, get things done. Depending on the mood I'm in, I pick a certain type of music and I start jamming out. Now, music is the universal language, and that is one thing we can all agree on. And our hardworking road heroes are some very talented singers. We've had the opportunity to jam out to Tony Justice, Jane Denham, Leon Everett, Gagner, Bill Weaver, and we can't forget our old school trucking jams, 6 Days on the Road, Dave Dudley, Roll on 18-Wheeler, Alabama, 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses, Kathy Mattea, Eastbound and Down, Smokey and the Bandits. The list goes on, but one thing for sure, we here on the Truck Boss Show applaud you not for only busting your behind on the road during these hard times, but also still finding a way to share your music. And speaking of that, tomorrow's extra, you don't want to miss it because we're going to be having David Michaels as he dives in deeper on how Leon Everett and his music helped him get through hard times. So now we go to Carlin. Carlin, what time is it?
Thanks, Isela. As we celebrate our country's independence, let's reflect on one of our founding fathers' words. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. Benjamin Franklin hit the nail on the head because even during a pandemic, Uncle Sam still wants that cash. This year, tax day was delayed until July 15th, so you have a little less than 2 weeks to get everything done and paid off. If you need more time, you can still request an extension, which will give you until October 15th, but you must still pay any taxes you owe by July 15th. While it's important to make sure that you get those taxes done before the deadline, pay attention to the news. There's talk from the Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin that the date could be pushed back again. However, this is just for federal taxes. Check your home state for any deadlines they may have. Alrighty, Sella, you were telling me about this earlier, but explain how we can give some drivers a chance to be honored.
Carlin, one driver will get an award, but let me explain how. Pilot Flying J is having their 7th annual Road Warrior contest to recognize our professional truck drivers. Anyone can nominate the driver of their choice. The deadline is July 20th. Ken Parent, president for Pilot Flying J, stated, "Professional drivers brave the roads each and every day to safely transport the goods that keep America moving. The Road Warrior program is our way of thanking drivers and showing them how grateful we are for their dedication and tireless work, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic." Now, the grand prize is for $10,000. So if you have a driver in mind, we have you hooked up with the link below so you can nominate that driver. So just go to clicking. Carlin, what do you have for us?
All right, so we've talked about nuclear verdicts before. You know, those cases whose verdicts against trucking fleets and companies awards astronomical amounts of money to the plaintiff that often ends up putting the company out of business. The study looked at around 600 cases between 2006 to 2019. In the first 5 years of the data, there were just about 26 cases with over $1 million verdicts. In the last 5 years of the data, there were nearly 300. The research also found that from 2010 to 2018, the size of verdict awards grew by more than 50%. In comparison, standard inflation only rose by about 1.5%, and healthcare costs grew by about 3%. All these stats really boil down to one thing. Nuclear verdicts are raising in both frequency and payouts, which will ultimately hurt businesses. If you want to see the full study, check out ATRI's website at truckingresearch.com. Now, speaking of ATRI, don't forget to participate in the annual operational cost data collection. It's an important study that is used as a benchmark to determine how much it costs to run a trucking business. You have until Friday, August 21st to fill out their collection form, which can be found on their website. Now, Isela, what else do you have for us?
I had the opportunity to visit with one of our boys, Brian Brase, a driver in the entertainment industry. Let's check him out as he talks how he's been affected by the pandemic.
Back before I drove truck, I was in the Army. Before I was in the Army, I was actually a roadie. I was a stagehand. I used to build stages for tours. I actually truck for the entertainment industry, so I do concerts, different music venues for different artists. I have a very unique lifestyle within a unique lifestyle. I mean, trucking is a unique lifestyle, and it's not cut out for everybody. But on top of it, touring or working in the entertainment side of the industry is very unique within that. Most people get to go home every couple weeks or at least once a month or something like that, even with some of the mega carriers. But my kind of trucking, it could be 6 months before I see the house. I was sitting in the dock getting loaded for ZZ Top, actually. And while in the dock, I got the phone call that the tour had been canceled. And it was due to the coronavirus, COVID-19, the worldwide pandemic here that we're going through. I mean, I was upset because obviously I want to be out on tour with ZZ Top. They're freaking rock legends. It was more or less just kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'll go home until they figure this out. And so I just kind of packed up and I drove home empty from Nashville up to Lidditz, Pennsylvania, and just kind of parked the truck waiting to find out what my next tour was going to be. And then out of nowhere, like within the next 2 weeks, every single thing canceled. And at that point, I mean, I was pooping my pants. But the majority of entertainment drivers are left sitting. I'm actively searching for a company to go and truck with right now,
Although facing tough times can be depressing and bring you down, Brian didn't allow that to happen. Instead of him being negative, he decided to do something positive, and that was giving back to his trucking community. And we can all blame his friend Marcus. #FMarcus.
Nobody else is there to help us. Nobody else is there to take care of us. We have to look out for one another. When we're in trouble, we have to rely on another driver to help us out, And Marcus has just got to be one of the guys that cares more than many out here, honestly. He really, really cares. But I have a TikTok. Yeah, I'm a grown man with a TikTok. I would make some TikToks, and Marcus would get on there, and he was a hater. He was a troll. He would jab at me about it. So he'd come at me, because I'd been getting a lot of positive feedback about the TikTok, saying how it's making people smile. And one day I posted a thing that said, Marcus Summers doesn't like my TikToks I'm no longer going to be making anymore unless I get 25 people to say that. I had like 150 people comment saying that. And so it kind of grew into this whole thing, into a hashtag, FK Marcus. I'm trying to mold it into being a hashtag that's more or less about caring for one another, which is why when I created the t-shirt, all those proceeds go into Truckers Final Mile. For those that aren't familiar with Truckers Final Mile, they're basically an organization that will fly your family to you if you can't afford it when you're sick and in the hospital, or if you unfortunately would pass away at a truck stop or in your truck and your family can't afford to fly your remains home or fly your body home. They step up and help get that driver home. Those of us that drive a truck love it. And in my opinion, we're just as important as law enforcement, firefighters, EMSs, or nurses.
I just love Brian. He is so cool. That's my boy, by the way.
Yeah,
we had a great conversation.
Y'all had like a 2 to 3 hour long conversation.
Something like that.
Y'all were just talking.
Look, he can tell you all kinds of cool stuff, but I like him because he could be, I don't know. We'll just leave it at that. But he's pretty cool. That's my guy. I really liked it. And did you know that he also was like in the service?
I didn't. So
Yes.
he's a vet?
Yes, he's
That's
a vet.
pretty cool.
So thank you for all you do.
I was going to say, thank you for your service there, Brian. And we want to tell you guys about something. You know how we switched our format a little bit on our giveaways and started doing monthly giveaways? Well, our giveaway for June, guess what? We're giving you guys one more week, all right? So you have until the end of next week to enter this giveaway. Now, the way that you win is very simple. All you have to do is go like the video, share the video, and tag 3 friends in the comments. A lot of you guys have been liking the video and sharing it, but you haven't been tagging 3 friends in the comments. So we need you to tag 3 friends. That way we can actually enter you in the giveaway. Otherwise, nobody's gonna win. And this is a $500 value, all right? So you guys are gonna get $500 worth of product for free. So be sure to get this in.
And TK7 is like pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah, it'll say.
That's no joke. We're not saying it to just so you can go ahead and sign up, but all this blah, blah, blah. No, it's serious. Good stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this stuff will definitely save you some money. Again, it's a $500 value. Trust me, that $500 is gonna go right back in your pocket with the, awesome savings that this product is gonna get you anyway.
Yes.
So be sure to, again, enter that giveaway. You have one more week. That's it, just one.
Well, and speaking of keeping money in your pocket, well, you already know that the CVSA Blitz is coming up July 12th to the 18th, which means for all you speeders out there, slow it down. It's okay. We're all going to get there. Not only that, you don't want to get in trouble because they don't play and they will shut you down, and we don't need that right now for you.
That's right. You're trying to save some money during this pandemic. Don't be paying speeding tickets. So make sure during the 12th to the 18th, you're not putting your lead foot down. All right?
Be good.
Be good. And next week, we've got a great show planned for you guys. So we actually made it out to North Carolina to meet with Hale Trailer, and they have some pretty awesome products. And one of the trailers, it is pretty cool to watch. Of course, it's kind of a specialty trailer. It's a heavy haul, but it is awesome. So you definitely want to tune in for that. Plus, we have our resident funny guys, Matt and Joey. So
everybody loves them.
Everybody loves them. So don't worry, guys. We're going to have you hooked up next week. But of course, this weekend,
Happy 4th of July.
4th of July. So, happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Wear a mask if you're going to be out in public and everything. If you're shooting fireworks, stay safe, pay attention. Don't drink too much and shoot off some fireworks. That's how people end up in the hospital with, 2 missing fingers.
And right now, we don't need you in the hospital either for that.
Yeah.
So, please,
don't do it.
Wear your mask. Don't be trying to catch yourself on fire.
And shoot each other with bottle rockets. I know some people like to do that, but don't.
I don't get to celebrate 4th of July like I normally would. It's my dad's birthday, as a matter of fact. So we get to, party it up twice. We don't get to it this year, but it's okay. Next year, we'll get to do
Just
it.
make it a bigger and better celebration.
We'll mix it up. A little bit of Mexican fiesta with celebrating 4th of July.
Boom.
I get the both of both worlds.
That's right. That's right. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That way we can keep bringing you this awesome opportunities and awesome information, because guess what? We can't do this without your guys' support.
And we do this, why?
Because you're the boss.